Yes, good morning. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. I'm, of course, SAVVA. Please like, please subscribe, and thank you very much for all of your support on the channel. Today is going to be a bit of a rant, and this is a rant aimed towards Arsenal fans and fans of other clubs that are being insufferable, disingenuous, and showing a complete lack of football IQ and understanding. I'm going to call it out. If I sound arrogant, I sound arrogant. As I've said, trash talk, disrespect, and nonsense combined 11s. Now, what do I mean by that? The title of the show. I'll tell you what I mean by this. Of course, the North London derby is here tomorrow. Tottenham versus Arsenal at the Emirates. It's one of the biggest two games of the season. Obviously, the other being the North London derby at White Hart Lane. Yes, Spurs have not gone to the Emirates and won since 2010. I was there watching Yunus Kabul score a header to make a great comeback from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Yes, we've not performed there since. Yes, and hear me, Arsenal fans. Yes, Arsenal are the favourites. Yes, they are. Yes, Arsenal should win. Of course they should win. If they don't win, they've got to be asking many questions to their own manager and their own players. They're telling us all, we don't have a chance. No chance. Don't turn up. Might as well not turn up. There's no chance. As though they're Man City playing Oldham Athletic. No disrespect to Oldham. This constant wave of, if you play your football, we're going to destroy you. Again, shows the IQ that these fans have not watched how we play football. It's, PSV opened up against us. Look what happened. We're not PSV. You guys clearly haven't seen how Ange Postecoglou sets up his team. Everyone is making it out as though we go gung-ho, have 10 men in the opposition area, and just go, yeah, come on, other teams, just attack us, just constantly attack us. That's not how we play at all. We've got a very controlled midfield, a controlled way of playing, and we've been very, very good at it. Yes, it's a small sample size, and I think most sensible Spurs fans will tell us that. It's a small sample size, but it's the sample size we have to go off for this manager. Yeah? So let me recap before I move forward. Yes, I think Arsenal are favourites, if any Arsenal fans are watching this. Yes, I think you should be beating us. You're 4 or 5 years into a project with a manager that has had, this is his team. This complete team and squad is his, other than a couple of the youth players like Martinelli and Saka. This is all his team, all his ethos, all his identity, all his ideas. We are 3 months into that process with a manager who's had 5 league games to manage. If you don't win, I don't want to see the excuses. Now, let's be brutally honest. I've been watching YouTube shows, football chats, podcasts for this week, and it's getting further and further away from people actually being able to have a football conversation, and it's turned into childish tribalism. Right? And what I mean by that is the number of, you're rubbish. You're rubbish. We smack you. Don't turn up. It's going to be 5-1. You don't have a chance. As far as I've seen, most sensible fans, I'll go with it again, there are that portion of fans that are delusional. Of course there are. It's the fans going, we're going to beat Arsenal 4-0, 5-0. They're rubbish. They're not as good as last year. We're going to smack them. Slow down. Those fans need to slow down. But I was watching a couple of shows yesterday where people have said, okay, cool. I don't think we're going to win. Love to win, but I don't think we're going to win. But why are you saying to me that we don't even have a chance? Why are you saying to me we're going to get battered? And the answer is, it's the Emirates, right? Okay, it's the Emirates. We acknowledge that. We're not very good there. What else? Your defence. What, that has let in one more goal than the Arsenal defence? Is that what we're saying? A defence that's conceded one more goal than another defence is dreadful, but the defence that's conceded one less is brilliant and impenetrable. Really? Is that where we're going with this? Then it's, oh, but your players haven't faced anyone good. Sure, but this season, neither of yours. Let's be fair. Tottenham Hotspur so far this season in 5 games, and Arsenal so far in 5 games. Right? Both have got 13 points from 15 games, 4 wins and 1 draw. Spurs have scored 13, Arsenal have scored 9. Spurs have conceded 5, Arsenal have conceded 4. Right? Spurs have faced 3 away games, which was Bournemouth away, Brentford away, and Burnley away, with Man United and Sheffield United at home. Arsenal's games have been Nottingham Forest at home, Everton at home, Fulham at home, with Crystal Palace away, and Man United at home as well. Sorry. So they've played Man United at home, Fulham at home, Forest at home, and then it was Everton away and one other. Fair enough, right? So from that sample size, how are they amazing and we're poor? From that sample size, how is it they'll be able to score loads of goals against us, but we won't be able to breach them? From that sample size, why are no Arsenal fans concerned about our forwards and the damage that any of them can do? I'm not saying we're going to go there and win. I have to keep caveating that because I know the comments I'll get back will be, oh, you've said we're going to win. You're in the mud. All of this mud and receipt stuff has to stop. We're grown-ups. All of this mud and receipts is just nonsense. If Spurs go to Arsenal, and we give them a good game, if we get a draw, I'm biting your hand off for that now. Give me that draw now. If we get a win, I'll be absolutely over the moon. Delirious. Go bananas. Everyone get delusional. Say what you want. If we lose, as long as it's not 3-0, 4-0, if it's a tight game that is swung either way by 1 goal, fair enough. But this notion that we're going to go there, roll over, have our bellies tickled, that we shouldn't attempt to play any style of football is nonsense. The Arsenal fans hear Postecoglou yesterday say, we're going to go to play and try and win. And they go, oh, you'll attack and we'll batter you. Don't know how we play, do they? Now, the last bit of this, sorry, I'm frustrated today because the number of people I've seen where there's no common sense is going out the window. Common sense, unfortunately, I think a lot of it may have been created by the YouTube generation, and maybe I'm a part of that and lots of others are a part of that. But it's this tribalism, it's this delusional clickbait comments that don't actually make sense. There's a few Arsenal fans I've spoken to this week who have been good as gold. You can have a proper chat with them about the game, about their club, and then you just get the delusional ones in the chat that don't clearly know Spurs, don't watch us. Fans yesterday in Perchie's channel, in my channel, I don't know why I said Perchie. Fans yesterday in my channel telling me that they'd won more European competitions than Spurs when they haven't. So it's Arsenal fans that don't even know their own history. Now, this is the one thing I'll end it on this. I've ended the comments with nonsense combined 11s. Oh my God. I am watching people. I was sent something on Instagram today. Someone showed me someone called Rory Talks Football. I don't know who that is. I don't care. Picking his 1 to 11 plus a manager, and only Maddison and Son gets in the 11. Now, and Arteta was his manager. I'm seeing this from everyone. So now we're at the stage where football tribalism has got so bad that people can't even be honest. Now, this is a guy with over 30,000 subscribers. He should be embarrassed at his lack of football knowledge. He should be absolutely embarrassed that he's got 30,000 subscribers and he can just put out, only this one gets in. No Udogie, no Romero, no Basuma. Like as though these players are crap, as though they don't deserve it, as though they've not been brilliant so far this season. Now, I'm not one for 1 to 11s. I don't think they make sense. Teams play a different style. What Postecoglou will ask a player to do will be very different in the same position that Arteta asks a player to do. So again, it's that common sense. But when you've got idiots like this Rory, I don't know who he is, don't really care, like this Rory Talks Football, sitting there going, only Son gets in, a player who's not been one of our better players so far this season. And Maddison, yeah, he has. overlooking a Doggy, how brilliant he's been at left back this season, overlooking Basuma, who's been the best central midfielder this year in the league, if not one of the best three. It makes you laugh. Again, it's these kids with no understanding of the club's history, no understanding of football knowledge, no understanding of context, no understanding of nuances. It's just clickbait. So let me recap that. First and foremost, this video, I will be in the proverbial mud if they go and smash us 5-0. Sure. And I've even had a bet with Turkish from AFTV that if they score 5, I'll go on to AFTV and wear an Arsenal shirt. I'm that confident we won't. But equally, people, that this whole delusion from one swing to the other is just mental. Arsenal fans have been massively disrespectful. They've been massively insufferable. Not all of them, but a huge portion of them. And I just hope it's a good game tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like. Please subscribe. And I'll always try and come here with some level-headedness, some honesty, without the hyperbole of everyone's brilliant or everyone's rubbish. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.